All right, now to give us more perspective in terms of what this visit by the Indian Prime Minister to Ukraine actually means, we're being joined by Ambassador Ajay Bisaria, who's a former Indian ambassador to Poland and is joining us live on this broadcast. Now, Ambassador Bisaria, this visit by the Indian Prime Minister was full of the optics and symbolism, where India, of course, is walking a very tight rope walk, if I may so put it, of balancing the issues that are present. Now, Ukraine was miffed when the Indian Prime Minister had gone to Russia and had hugged the Russian President Vladimir Putin back then. Do you think this message by the Indian Prime Minister has gone on strongly enough that war is not a solution for any conflict and a solution cannot be found by taking sides?
Yes, I think you need to look at the visit to Russia and the visit to Ukraine as part of a piece of India's peace diplomacy. So they are together, an attempt by India to give the same message to both sides, both warring sides in this conflict, that India's view is that this matter can't be resolved on the battlefield and should get onto the negotiation table to try dialogue and diplomacy. And I think sending a similar message to both parties was important. We can't overstate the importance, we shouldn't overstate the importance of this peace diplomacy. It doesn't necessarily mean that there'll be an immediate resolution or this will have a dramatic impact on the minds of the warring parties. But somewhere on the margins, it is clear to them that the world's largest democracy, a country trusted by both sides, is speaking the voice of the rest of the world, or certainly the voice of the global south, encouraging them to try dialogue and diplomacy.
And also considering that, India has good relations both with the West and also with Russia, what role do you think that India can actually play beyond words in bringing about some kind of peace and some kind of settlement between Russia and Ukraine?
Well, in the business of peacemaking, there are several rungs at which you could operate. When India's Prime Minister makes a phone call to both the belligerents, that itself is peace diplomacy. When you visit them in their homes and encourage them to go to dialogue, that is another level of peace diplomacy. Going beyond this and playing mediatory roles or conflict resolution roles will really depend on how much the two warring parties want India to be part of that process. So I think at this point of time, where India's left it is that it's given this gentle prod, advising both the parties to try to resolve this conflict, and at the same time said that should they be ready for a conversation or should they want India to play a further role, India would be willing to do that. And what we need to remember is that the situation on the ground is not such that there could be an immediate resolution of the conflict. In fact, what has happened on the ground is that the conflict has dangerously escalated.
Absolutely.
Both parties are advancing against each other. Ukraine is advancing in the Kursk region. Russia is advancing in the Donetsk region. And what this seems to suggest is that both sides are building stronger negotiating positions in case it comes to a dialogue, and which means they would have territory to talk about to exchange or prisoners to talk about to exchange. So I think there should be a sense of realism, but I think it is also a sense of satisfaction that this peace diplomacy has been successful in Moscow first and in Kyiv next.
Absolutely. Thank you very much indeed, Ambassador Bisaria, for summing it up so beautifully for us. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.